Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Radio Fortless. Today we're going to talk about some, let's say interesting games that I've purchased recently. The one I'm most eager to tell you about is definitely Half-Life. This game kicks fucking ass. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna play it on the podcast. We're also going to be talking about some other games, but I'm going to tell you gradually. I don't want to give everything away at once and just have you leave in the first minute. So, Half-Life. It's my favorite game of all time. It's so awesome. 'Cause it's simple. It's got a great story. It's got a badass main character. It's just created for people like me. It's long and it keeps me interested, and that's what I'm looking for in a game. But other games that don't have that are okay too. For instance, I don't know. A game that's been keeping me interested, but it's multiplayer only, is Team Fortress. I got sucked into that game. A friend of mine gave me a CD key as a pre-birthday present. I have to say that I am willing to pay him back if he wants to, 'cause the game is just that great. I'm not even kidding. It's awesome, but I already talked about it in episode 1, so I'm gonna skip that. But Half-Life. Definitely a very awesome game. From what I can tell, at first it was supposed to have a release date in 97 April, but then got pushed another year so they could improve the game even more. Everybody's mind was blown at E3. And now they wanted to improve what mind-blowing shit they had. I am impressed by that. I am literally impressed that they try to make an awesome product even awesomer. But I'm going to have to get on to the next game so we don't spend too much time talking about this one thing. Next game that I bought was Half-Life Blue Shift. Amazing. Not as incredibly awesome as Half-Life, but it definitely gets a thumbs up for being cool. I mean, really, playing Barney, Barney's sort of a bitch, but he's an okay player, Also, it's pretty interesting to see everything from his perspective. You see Gordon Freeman in the transit system. Everything's pretty interesting. Another thing I wanted to mention was what kind of staple monsters Half-Life set for the series. Half-Life 1 set for the series. It definitely had some pretty cool monsters. It had stuff like Vortigons, headcrabs, zombies. Pretty awesome shit. But my favorite monsters are headcrabs. Why? 'Cause they're just so badass. And I'm just amazed. And the amount of weapons in Half-Life 1 is just incredible. You have everything pretty much everything. Also, there's a third game that I wanted to talk about, and that is Half-Life Opposing Force. Opposing Force is you play a role as one of the enemy Marines. I have to say it's an interesting role, but it's not something that you're like, whoa, But a game on its own, it's an average. Definitely Blue Shift is a bit better, but I like playing all of them. And the fourth game that is just mind-blowing is is Team Fortress Classic. When I heard about this, I was like, oh, I thought it was just the sequel to a Quake 3 mod. Apparently, it's a port from the Quake engine to the Source engine. And I find that pretty interesting. I'm just gonna go check this out on Wikipedia. Let me see. Wiki it. In the meanwhile, I wanted to give a little shout out to me, 'cause tomorrow is my birthday. Yes, tomorrow I'm turning 13. I cannot wait. So, okay, I'm on the wiki page. Apparently, this is designers, platforms. Release date 7th of April 1999. That's the same year that Opposing Force got released. It doesn't say anything about if it was a Quake 3 sequel or just a port, but I'm guessing it was just a port for engines and graphics reasons. But yeah, I'm gonna play it right now just to see how cool this is. And I've played it. I have like a couple, maybe an hour or 2 hours, because the game in itself, well, you can't find that many servers with actual players. You can find tons of servers with bots, but actual players are pretty hard to find. Also, the game doesn't have all of the classes that the Team Fortress 2 has. But definitely what surprised me, the two strongest classes in this game are the sniper and the heavy weapons guy. The sniper has two versions of a sniper rifle. A snow one-shot, one-kill rifle, but hip fire doesn't count, or a fast-paced Tommy gun-like sniper rifle that works a lot better for close combat but doesn't have a close-up. So I'm just owning some ass. Oh, I just killed one of my guys that was disguised. Well, another thing that bothered me was when you're the engineer in Team Fortress Classic, is you can only build one thing at a time. That's sort of the only thing that bothered me, apart from, well, no graphics updates. It works pretty well. Another game I want to talk about recently was, let's see how much time we have left. We have, well, 7 minutes left. Well, we have plenty of time to chat. Also want to talk about a game called Minecraft. This game has been the debate of many pretty famous gamers like CNanners, Fatality, I think talked about it one time, but I was pretty amazed that so many people are playing it. I mean, it seemed like an average game, but what the people say, it has quite interesting forum discussions, like in-game NPC characters that are not supposed to be there, just checking in on you. There are pictures of ghosts. There's a couple of fan-made videos that are pretty scary. I'm gonna put a link of one in the description. I shat my pants because I watched it in the dark. I will regret that day forever. But yeah, Minecraft is a very impressive game. There's a free version on the website. It's pretty cool. The free version, seems to have no lighting effects. and has no health bar, no night and day, so there is, well, some difference, but I wouldn't call it that much of a difference for you to, There is a full version coming out, because now it's just in its alpha. It's not a beta, it's an alpha. Yes, but the last thing I want to talk about, and it's probably going to take the longest, is Steam. Steam is a digital game distributor that expands all over the world. They have got so many problems. For one, they have this very complicated system of paying. If you pay with a PaySafe card, which is basically just a PIN code, it's very hard to get. Well, let's say I bought Half-Life 1 Anthology with a $25 PaySafe card. The game was only $13, but the money that was supposed to go back onto the card so I can use it again sometimes just disappeared. And when I try to type in the code again, Steam denied my request. So I contacted the billing information board, and I should have a reply pretty soon. But enough about me. A lot of people have got problems with crashing, connections, bad client updates. So Steam isn't run very, let's say, smoothly. Steam is far from perfect, because there's hackers everywhere you go. There's hackers pretty much online. The so-called Valve anti-cheat system, yeah, it works. It's a very basic system that barely protects most things. Well, for one, Valve anti-cheat system has been hacked. You see videos online. But Steam has also had cases where literally another user could just block another user's account and say that he blocked it because he had inappropriate content. They fixed that, but still, it's pretty terrible when your video game distributing account system can get hacked by just some angry 12-year-old writing, "That guy has porn on account, ban him." And he gets banned. The poor guy doesn't know what happened to him. Like, if I would get banned, I would lose so many freaking games. I have a lot of games on my Steam account. You know? Also, let me just check how much time we have. We have 54 seconds. Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna have to get out game and talk about something else. While on the subject, I also wanted to discuss something that's also very cool. A website called, actually an online game called Fusion Fall. Only until recently, it was a pay-to-play game. You could get a free account and get to level 4. It's an MMORPG-ish universe game with lots of characters and pop culture references from cartoons from the Cartoon Network channel. Since this ran... Oh, well, that was the dinger. We're gonna have to hang up pretty soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up. There's going to be a link for Minecraft and Fusion Fall in the description below. I am Lucky Strike, but I've been thinking about changing my name to Mr. Campy Man, and I'm gonna do it. So I'm from now on Mr. Campy Man. Goodbye and good riddance. See you on the next episode of Fortless Radio. Goodbye and over and out.